Hello, you guys. It's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel for the love of. If you're joining me for the first time, I want to say welcome and thanks for taking the time to click on this Bath & Body Works candle review. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, as always, welcome on back. Today we're going to be doing a review on Bath & Body Works Dutch Apple Waffle. I know I'm a little late to the game on this one. This was kind of a random collection that kind of launched online. Some were available online. Some were available in stores only. This was from an online order though. I purchased this one and then I also purchased Sugared Cherry Crisp in the same order. They were both from this cute wraparound collection. I do like the packaging on these. It's almost like a secondary kind of sweet shop collection. They were all bakery gourmand scents, if I'm not mistaken. They all looked good. I had a hard time choosing, but I wanted something apple. It's fall, it's September, so I wanted to get an apple scent. I've heard some back and forth on this one, and so that's why I wanted to try it. If you guys saw my haul on my Bath & Body Works online order, you probably already know my thoughts on this candle, but I have since burned it. I have since tried it out. This is actually a third burn I'm doing on it right now, so I wanted to hop on here and, of course, review it for you. I've said this before, I'll say it one more time. You're going to be seeing a lot of out-of-frame videos from me. You might see some slowdown in how often I'm posting, just with my schedule being a little more hectic this season, but I did want to hop on here and share my thoughts with you guys. All right, enough about that. Without further ado, let's jump into today's review. And as always, I'm going to start off with the scent notes before I dive into my thoughts on this candle. So I'll throw them up on the screen and I'll read them out for you guys. The notes of Dutch Apple Waffle include warm buttermilk waffles, baked apple slices, and ground nutmeg. So, okay, typically with Bath & Body Works candles, however it smells on cold, to me at least, is usually how it's going to smell while burning. And when I did do my cold sniff first impressions of this candle, I said it smelled very, very light, which it still is. I said it smelled very, very light, and it smelled just almost just like a real basic apple scent. It's kind of almost like they're like, we need to make an apple scent. Let's just make this one. We'll do just a standard apple with a little bit of bakery. I will say, while burning, this one does have a little more depth to it once it gets going. Still not the best candle ever, but let's go over the scent notes and I'll tell you guys what I actually get from it. So it says warm buttermilk waffles. So when I think of a really good waffle scent, I always think of like Yankee Candle's Belgian waffles, because to me that was one of the most true, authentic, not overly sugary, kind of almost crispy type waffle fragrances that I've ever burned. Whereas like Bath & Body Works pumpkin pecan waffles, I don't really get waffles out of that. It's just like a super strong, mapley, syrupy gourmand scent. So when I saw waffles, I go, I hope it actually kind of smells like a true crisp waffle. They're saying buttermilk waffles. I do get a little bit of maybe like a flat, crisp waffliness, if that makes sense. There's a little bit of a flatness. This isn't like a full-on, like ooey gooey, over-the-top gourmand scent, if that's what you're looking for. The waffle note to me, I can't explain it any other way than like a semi-sweet, kind of flat type fragrance. I don't get too much like golden crispiness, but I do get a little bit of a waffle bready type note. They're saying baked apple slices is the next note. Yeah, there's apple in here. I don't really get like a very decadent poached apple or anything like that. It's just like a regular apple. It's not bad by any means. It's just like a regular apple type scent. They're also saying ground nutmeg, so they have a little bit of a warm toned note in there. Again, I said this in my other first impressions video. I don't get too much of like a heavy warmth. I think this actually may have been a little prettier if they maybe would have even cranked up the nutmeg note just a little bit. I don't get too much nutmeg. What I really get is just almost like I I kind of get like a green apple note. I don't get like a Macintosh from this or anything. I almost get a green apple, and I don't know if that's because the color of it's green, but I don't get like a Honey Crisp or like a poached apple. I really just get like kind of a basic regular apple type note. Not a super sharp Granny Smith or anything, but just like a basic apple note with kind of that flat, non-golden crispy waffle type fragrance. It's an okay scent. Would I buy this again? Absolutely not. Would I try it in a wallflower? Absolutely not. If you like something that's maybe a little bit lighter, that's not like an over-the-top ooey gooey gourmand scent, and you like bakery scents, but you don't want like a pumpkin pecan waffles insanely strong type scent, you might want to check this one out. Not a bad scent by any way, but I just don't think I would get it again. Let's move on to, so I'm going to tell you about the performance and the throw. I purposefully did not cotton ball this or do anything to it. You can see that it's been struggling to kind of pull out and perform properly. Yes, I will wind up cotton balling this. This one I am going to keep. I'm not going to return it. It's not an awful scent by any means. I kind of do like when the apple note does float through on this. It's pleasant. It's pleasant enough, but I will have to cotton ball this. This does have those kind of smaller wicks. At least they become a little bit smaller. I'm not getting much mushroom topping. I did have to trim the wicks just a little bit, but they're not crazy mushroom top wicks. They just either aren't long enough, or they kind of over poured and now it's not pooling out properly. So I will wind up cotton balling that. As far as the throw. So when I first tried this one out, I had it in a small room because I thought on cold, it's very light. This thing's not gonna throw. So I had it in a smaller room and it actually performed pretty good. 1 to 10, 10 of course being the strongest. In a smaller room, this was coming in at like probably a 6, maybe 6.5. It was very noticeable, but it wasn't billowing out into the other hallways or, floating around. It wasn't an intense fragrance. It was actually kind of really pretty wafts, really pretty almost backdrop type fragrance. In a larger room, which is where I have it going right now, it is getting a little bit lost. I've had this going for about an hour or so while I'm doing my schoolwork, and I'm just catching these really nice wafts of just this light apple scent with a little bit of that waffly type note. I am getting wafts of it, but it's not like an in-your-face type fragrance. This might be an okay scent. I'm keeping it. I think it'd be an okay scent to use for like scent layering. If you wanted to just have a little extra apple type fragrance, a little gourmand type addition, this might be a good one to do with that, but don't expect this thing to be like filling up your entire house. If you like lighter scents, give it a try by all means, but this is definitely for me not going to be a repurchase. If you have used Dutch Apple Waffle, leave it in the comments below. I know a lot of you really like this one, and I know some of you just kind of were on the fence and didn't care for it. Let me know what you guys thought. If you smelt it in store, did you wind up buying it? Have you burned it? Let me know your thoughts on that. And if you guys have tried any of the scents from this collection, leave it in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are. I will be doing a review on the Sugared Cherry Crisp. I'll pop a picture up on the screen. I do have it. I've burned it once, but I want to try one more burn just before I review it for you. But I will be getting that up hopefully in the next week. Before I sign off, I do also want to mention to you guys, I'm on Instagram. So if you're on there, come find me at life, LIFE_with WITH_L. I use my Instagram to post a lot of upcoming videos, purchases, hauls, vendor wax. If you're a vendor wax fan, I do a lot of vendor wax follow-ups on there. So if you're on there, come find me. And that is it for me today, you guys. As always, I hope you're having an awesome day, an awesome evening, weekend, whatever time it is you're watching this video. And until next time, we'll see you later.